Alright, today we're going to do the pulley. So we're going to go ahead and create a new document. You're going to write in your full name, your class, and pulley. Enter. That'll bring us into our view. We're going to click on Right View here. We are going to click a sketch. We will click somewhere in the middle of the square, not on the lines. That will allow us to create that sketch. We're going to push P on the keyboard. That'll get rid of our plane so we can see what we're doing here. We're going to go ahead and change the workplace units by clicking on the little hamburger icon up here, coming down to workplace units. We're going to change this to millimeters, and we're going to change our mass to kilograms. Go ahead and hit the check mark there. We're going to create a sketch. Oops, we're going to go into our sketch, because I already created it. And we're going to click on Line Tool and go ahead and click on the construction. We're just going to pull a line off to the right here. Hit Escape. We can go ahead and create another line going vertical. Hit Escape there. We're going to put a line, our bottom line, and establish our hole diameter. So we'll go ahead and create a line here. We're going to dimension that. We're going to click on the line. We're going to click on the center line, and we're going to pull down past the center line and establish our diameter, which is 20 millimeters. We can go ahead and do the top line. Escape there. And we're going to go ahead and establish the outside diameter at 150. We are going to make that a variable diameter. So we're going to double click on here. We're going to hit Shift 3. That'll bring up the hashtag, and we can click on New Variable. Our variable is OD, so outside diameter. Our value is 150 millimeters, and we'll go ahead and hit the check mark and enter to establish that. If you look over here, let me move this out of the way, our variable is now in our sketch mode. We're going to go ahead and put in a horizontal dimension, so we're going to click on this endpoint here, click on our center line for our vertical, and we can pull that off to the side here. We're going to establish that at 40 millimeters. We'll come up here to the top. Oops. Escape. Click in on here. We're going to click on the endpoint, go to here, and we're going to establish that at 25 millimeters. So here we can go ahead and we can roughly sketch what the outside profile looks like. So come up, we're going to come here at an angle. We're going to go straight. Actually, let me do that again. Come up here at an angle, we'll go a little deeper in. Up here, come out to line that up, coincident with the endpoint there. And now we're going to add some dimensions. Alright, using our dimensions on our sheet here, we're going to go ahead and establish these. So if I click on this one and the center line here, this is going to be 40. This point right here will be 55. This line to here is 12 millimeters. And from here to there is 5 millimeters. Alright, so now we're to the point where we can revolve this around. As I've told you, if it's not gray, it is not a shape, so we need to close this line here. So we're going to click on Line Tool. We're going to click here into there, and we can see here that we have a gray shape, and we can go ahead and end our sketch. So now we're going to revolve this. So we're going to click on Revolve. For our face or our sketch, we're going to go and click on our sketch. Remember to choose in the middle of the shape, not one of the lines. Now we can go ahead and choose a revolve axis, and we're going to choose this center line right here, and that will revolve it around. We can hit the check mark here, and you can kind of see half of that pulley. All right, so now we have half. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to mirror it. So we're going to go up here to the top and click on the mirror feature. We are going to mirror the part. So if yours doesn't say part mirror, we're going to make sure we do that. We're going to add material. We will choose the inside face of the mirror. Oops. Should probably read. So the shape, and then we're going to choose that as our plane there. We're going to merge all, and we can go ahead and click Finish. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch to our front view here. We're going to add a sketch. We're going to click on this plane here. So our flat section of our pulley here, and we're going to create a line and a construction line at that. So we will hover over here. We're going to come up to where the circle appears, and we're going to bring that up and make sure that it is 90 degrees straight up, and click on that second line. That will establish where we're going to put that first hole here. We're going to go ahead and click on our center hole. We're going to find that center square. That square that appears, it lets us know that we are in the center. So we're going to click, and we can go ahead and type in 20 here, and that will establish that hole that we're going to put in there. So like the outside diameter, this one could change if we were to resize the pulley here. So we're going to make sure we're out of tools by hitting Escape here. We're going to double click on, see, and I was not out of tools yet. So make sure we're on here. We're going to double click on here. We're going to do that hash again, Shift 3. We're going to add a new variable. We're called this hole. Our value currently is at 20, so we can leave that. And we'll hit Enter to establish it. And you'll notice that it added another variable over here. Now we can go ahead and do a circular pattern, and we're going to choose our profile that we are going to go around, and we are going to type in 6. Try that again. 6. Enter. And we'll right click or left click. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove that material where those holes are, so we can click on Extrude here. We're going to come around and make sure that they're selected. You can see mine already selected them for me. We're going to remove material. We want to make sure that it is going through all, so we can rotate this around. It should be going through the whole part, and we can click Finish the sketch, and we have that so far. All right, so I'm going to show you how to, now that we have finished our pulley here, I'm going to show you how we can change some of our variables to adapt our pulley And you can see in revision B or sheet B, revision 1, you'll notice that the outside diameter is changed to 175 and our hole diameter is changed to 35. And we can do that without having to go back in and change it inside of our actual drawing. So if we come over here, you'll see a little variable table. So you can go ahead and click on your variable table. And here we can type in 175 and we can hit enter and we'll automatically update. We can also change the hole size in our revision. That is 35. So we can hit 35 and you can see that it automatically updates. Now that's one of the cool things about the variable table. So go ahead and we'll close the variable table here. All right, here we're going to add the keyway. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add a new sketch. We'll have sketch 3. We're going to choose our plane here. We're going to come up here to our center point rectangle. We'll start at the center point here. We're going to come up to the top. We're going to hold the Windows key and pull out. Control key, excuse me. We'll go ahead and type in 5 tab Now we can go ahead and finish our sketch here. We're going to extrude that. We are going to make sure that the removing, and we can make sure that goes through all. And we can hit there, and there we have finished the revisions of our pulley gear. At this point, you can go ahead and create a drawing. Adding here, A is where we want to be at, and click OK. Come down here, you're going to type in pulley. Check mark. Your name should be here, so whatever your thing is, to make sure, double check to make sure that you're in your account. We're going to come up here to insert views. I believe we can do 1 to 2. Insert. We're going to come from our part. So we should be able to come up, we'll put in our front view, our top view, our right view, and we can go and do our isometric up here. And then you can see I'm kind of a little off, so I'm just going to grab this and I can move this to a little bit better position and kind of bring this down so it's on the sheet here. And we'll just add a couple dimensions here. So we can go outside. We can do our hole diameter, our center hole diameter, and our outside diameter, inside diameter.